Hey y'all, I'm going to show you here a lesson that I have. Government contractors, how they make money off of endless and pointless wars. So let's go through it. Government contractors here in the background, as you can see, already a few images. So first off, we have Lockheed Martin, one of the world's largest defense contractors. You can go ahead and read that. They have been around for a long time. Man, I'm going to be looking at it. Robert J. Stevens, he was CEO of Lockheed Martin from, I think he started about in 2004, I believe, 2005, sorry. No, correct me on that, but around that date, he became CEO, strangely enough. It was around the same time that the government got into war with Afghanistan, right? So, what happens is I'm going to get this out of the way, and let's just go through it. So, in 1997, 1998, 1999, CEO Kaufman, he was the CEO of Lockheed Martin, he was making a salary of about $899,000 with a bonus of $1 million and a long-term compensation of $500,000. As you can see, it was roughly around, so that's about $2 million, almost $3. Here also you have, okay, that's supposed to be $1 million. So about almost $3 million. It's about the same, right? So you also got 1999. So then you got 2003. Jay Stevens is the new CEO, and he's making about $1.7 million. Then in 2004, he's making $2.3 million. And you would think, okay, well, that's pretty good, right? In comparison, that's what CEO Kaufman made in 1997, 1998, 1999, 2003, 2004. Here in 2005, that was about under $5 million. What's that? 3 or 4 million. Here, 2006. Look at this. He made about $18 million. In 2007, he made over $30 million. This is a government contractor. Span of CEO compensation. Stevens just absolutely broke the records of how much money he made out of government contracts in a war that we didn't win. Oh, but he got a lot of money out of it. I can assure you about that. This graph is probably not perfect. I'm still working on it, which, let me see, where do I have my papers? Yes, I've got them right here. You see, CEO salaries, Lockheed Martin, the fiscal year 2021 budget and appropriations a total to $44.12 billion, including the mandatory State Department retirement funds. None of those requested. I mean, just look at that. $44.12 billion. Do you have any idea how much money that is? You have any idea how much money? That's bigger. That's as much money as a whole branch of the government. This is just a government contractor. Lockheed Martin, just one company. $75 billion in government contracts. You just look at this graph. 2007, the money made in comparison. I mean, we're just talking about what? 5 years later? 7 years later? What is this? 3 years into the war, in 2004. The U.S. was 3 years into the war. You have 1999, Afghanistan war starts abrupt at 2000, and then you got this. I mean, how do you explain that? How do you explain this? You're probably saying, how do I know that this guy's making all this money? Well, you see, if you look into the schedule, 14A, you can see that it's Robert J. Stevens. This is his corporation. He's chairman, president, chief executive officer. If you go to page, I don't even have it doesn't even give the page number. Oh, it's page 25. 2003, 2004, 2005. See, he made $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. You know, it's Kaufman made about the same amount of money, right? So then you go into the year 2006, and I got the documents to back this up. This is official documentation from Lockheed Martin. I believe I have it right here. Robert J. Stevens. Look at this. the year 2006, he got a salary of $1 million. He got a bonus, $3.7 million bonus. Stock awards, $2 million. Optional awards, $4 million. Non-equity incentive plan compensation, $3 million. I mean, just look at this. Total, $18 million. Like, people, listen. He went from $3 million to $18 million over an Afghanistan war that we didn't even fight. Like, you got to see who are the guys that are profiting off of this. Who are the people profiting off of all of this? Remember that, like, okay, Robert Stevens, 2007, $30 million. $30 million. Like, he went from 18 million to 30 million. Like, how do you explain this? He was making about 3 million, and then he makes 18 million, and then 30 million. Like, this is some intense stuff. I've been looking into the Iraq war, and I'm also going to look into people like Bill Gates as well, who unsurprisingly has a lot of money invested into different companies, target companies, and it's crazy. So make sure you stay tuned.